are satisfied, if you are not hungry, you need to check yourself.
They want to take what you got to go get it and go out.
Right now is your chance. Right now is your opportunity. Right now, you got to make today count.
Roll Tide, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Saban Jr. and Rise Up Football Talk. Happy Thursday to everybody. July the 20th, 2023. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing started, man. I'm going to bring my guy, Nick Saban Jr. in. Nick, come on in, please, sir.
What we do is important, but how we do what we do becomes more and more important. And that's for every guy here. We got to do it better. Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. It's all about what does it take to break you.
Roll Tide.
What's going on? Roll Tide,
man.
Roll Tide, baby.
Roll Tide, man. Thursday, one more day. Friday, and then the weekend, baby. You know, so we got a special guest tonight, y'all. We're gonna bring in our good friend, Mr. Kangaroo Black. Kangaroo, sir.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
What's up, man? Hey,
Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Our Alabama Crimson Tide.
That's all.
Yes, sir.
All that matters. Everything else is just,
Hey, formalities.
Just something to pass time by.
That's it.
So we're gonna start the show off. But before we start on the topic, the calm before the storm, I kind of wanted to touch on something. So you guys know I'm a fan, like I tell you guys all the time, I'm a fan of all the different talk shows and Alabama sports channels on YouTube or podcasts or whatever the case may be. So TDA put out a video the other day and titled Ty Simpson is coming. Right? Cool. So the man was giving all the points about Ty Simpson, why he could win the job if he win the job or whatever or not, all the good points about him and everything. And I'm a fan of reading, so I read comments, right? So I'm going down and everybody's talking about Ty and he should be the starter and the reason he should be the starter and all. And everybody had valid points. I can't disagree or whatever, they have great valid points. And that's the beauty of the predicament, if you will, that we're in. We don't have a named quarterback, but hey, man, we got guys that are, both ends of the spectrum, right? So I'm reading, right? And I come across, and this is to the so-called Alabama football fans. I want to put it out there first. This is to you so-called fans, right? I ran across this comment, and this comment says, I'm gonna read it off to you verbatim. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to lie on the guy. It said, if Miro is the quarterback, then I'm possibly not watching Alabama football next season. I'm gonna say it to you again. If Miro is the starting quarterback, this guy, 9 times out of 10, not gonna watch Alabama football game. So as an Alabama fan, you mean to tell me? You say you're a fan, you're not gonna watch Alabama football because a quarterback that that wasn't to your choosing or liking won the QB, the QB start, got the starting position. So you don't, just quit on the team. You're not gonna watch it. What kind of fan are you? Are you really a fan? Are you a bandwagon? You just here when the good times, come. Everybody's saying that everything's coming to an end, the dynasty is over, or whatever, or coming to an end. So when it comes to an end, I'm putting my quotation marks up. Are you gonna be gone? Are you gonna be off to the next best thing? You don't throw all your Alabama gear away or whatever the case may be. You know, I mean that I was like, dude, really? I don't know if you're a grown man. I don't know if you're a kid. That sounds more like a kid type of situation to me than a grown person. But I know I'll be looking at these chats, even our chats, and I know a lot of these people be grown ups, but have a mind of like a 12-year-old. You know, I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm gonna go one further. I scroll down. I came across another comment, and it reads. And I'm reading. I wrote it down. I'm reading it verbatim. Like I said, I don't want to lie on anybody. I want to tell it like read it as they say it. It says, I hope Saban ignores all the fans in quotations. He has the word fans in quotation. I hope Saban ignores all the fans that are simping for Miro. Because that means the better passer is the wrong color. I'm gonna read it for you one more time. I hope Saban ignores all the fans, quote unquote, who are simping for Miro because the better passer will be the wrong color. Now, that rubbed me the wrong way, right? I'm just being honest with you guys. That rubbed me the wrong way. I thought about it. I try to process it in my mind. So you're saying that if Saban choose Miro, right? If Saban, because they got to go through fall camp, and he beat out Buckner, he beat out Simpson, he beat out Lernigan, and he beat out Holstein, and he becomes the starting QB. He's only the QB because he's black. And if one of those other guys don't get the QB starting job, and I'm assuming that he's saying Ty is the better person, and if you think Ty is the better person, that's fine. I have no problem with it. But if Ty don't get the job, simply because he's not black, right? Or he's the wrong color is what you're saying. So I know a lot of white people, fans, and one is our good friend Spencer. He's pulling for Miro to be a starting quarterback. Spencer's white, Miro's black. He ain't bringing any kind of color or race into this thing, other than the QB race. You know what I'm saying? Not any kind of ethnic race type of deal. I know a lot of black people who think that Ty Simpson is the better passer, the natural passer, better than Miro. They have their points. They're black. Simpson is white. They're not bringing color into the spectrum here. You guys, I think you have a problem with color because you brought it up. And as far as everybody simping for somebody, if Ty is your guy, are you not simping for Ty? If Buckner is your guy, are you not simping for Buckner? Why is it that the people who going for Miro, why they have to be simping for him? They just can't legitimately like him or think he's the better, in their eyes, he's the better player to them. And the same for every other quarterback. To me, it's whoever wins the job, right? I'm going to tell you this. This is me. I prefer either Simpson or Miro to get the job over Buckner because they chose Alabama. That's just simply me. Because Buckner had a chance to come to Alabama first. He chose not to. Buckner went to Notre Dame, and I'm not going to talk about his record, as far as whatever case may be, but he got beat out. He lost his starting job, and he headed south to Alabama because his old OC was in Alabama, and he got a chance there. Not knocking Buckner, not knocking him, but I personally would rather one of the people who committed to the school from jump out of high school get the job. You know, whether who it be, I'm gonna rock with him. I'm not gonna stop watching because Buckner becomes the quarterback. I'm still watching. I'm still screaming at the TV. You know, pulling for him because if he's the quarterback, that means my team is riding on his shoulder. So I need him to perform at his best because I want to win. I want a championship. That's what I want. So that's me. I don't know, Nick Jr., you have any thoughts on it, man?
Crazy. That's all I gotta say is crazy. Because when it comes to Alabama, I truly don't care about that. I care about the best person playing. Care about the best person playing. Like for last year, I wish we would have had my guy that transferred to Arkansas. I wish we would have had him instead. I'm just saying.
Drew Sanders.
I wish we would have had Drew Sanders. Like
I wish Drew Sanders.
Listen,
I really did.
I truly don't care about that. I can want who I want to be a quarterback, but who wins this thing? Listen, I'm all in for him. I'm all on. I don't care. I just want my Alabama Crimson Tide to win. And this dude must be a young guy because Alabama has had much worse quarterbacks before in the past. I just want my guys to win. I just want them to win. I don't care nothing about that. No, that never comes up. It never pops up in my head. Right. That it just don't when it comes to football. It's all about football to me, baby. Whoever can win the job, whatever cake come out the best, this is what cake I want to eat.
Well said. KB, you got any thoughts on it, man? I mean, that's something the wrong way.
I really don't care who the quarterback. Don't care what color they is. Don't care where they from. Best man for the job. Now, like I know, you know, Ty Simpson and Jalen Milroe, they picked Alabama, but if Buckner showed that he the best guy, put him on the field.
I agree.
You know, that's just like when Jay Coker came in. He was the best guy his second year after Blake Sims. They put him on the field. You know, it don't matter to me. Just like it don't matter to me, you know, who the starting running back, cornerback, safety, whoever. As long as it's the best person or the best personnel on the field, you know, like you say, we just want to win. Damn, who out there, as long as they produce.
That's right.
Yeah. But for you to say, like, hey, man, I'm not going to watch it if this particular guy becomes a quarterback or whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, I guess you didn't watch when Blake Sims was the quarterback. You didn't watch when Jalen Hurts was the quarterback because a lot of people thought Tua was better than Jalen Hurts.
Right.
So I guess he didn't watch then either.
Like I said, he must be a young guy because I know Coach Paul Bryan didn't care neither. He didn't care about that crap neither.
Right.
Exactly.
He's the best athlete.
We're here for the win. That's what we're here to do.
That's it.
You know,
here for the win. There's somebody say I'm a closer Auburn fan. Man, you know better than that shit. You know better than that shit.
So I'm not gonna, we're gonna move on to the topic, but I'm not gonna tell y'all the names of these people, but I will tell you where you can go and view these comments if you like. Like I said, it's on TDA video titled Ty Simpson is Coming. You know, you can go if you want to go and
I'm gonna go now. I called his name.
Go view him or whatever, but that's it is what it is. But enough of that. That's just something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, man. I just kind of wanted to speak on it because we as Alabama fans, we're fans, right? And we're free to like whoever we like. You might like this linebacker back in the net linebacker. You might like this wide receiver. Yeah. So we say it all the time, man. Why they ain't put so and so in? Why they ain't put so and so in? Why why is so and so not seeing the field? But none of us say we leaving if you don't put this guy on the field, or whatever the case may be. Crazy, but I agree with Nick Jr. Crazy. Absolutely. He either young, both of them either young or,
Well,
I said they some bandwagon fan, man. They
we
ain't
think a
real
lot of
young.
people in the comments are young, but they not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
I just care about that trophy being held up in the end, bro.
That's all that matters.
Care how you get there, how you
right. So let's get on with the show, man. The calm before the storm. There's several ingredients that take place when a perfect storm, come. And the perfect storm don't come all the time. It comes once every so often, and I hate the term perfect storm because when you think about perfect storm, it does some damage. I mean, really, it comes through and does some devastation, right? April 27, 2011. That was a bad day in Alabama history. Not only Alabama, man. They tore up Mississippi, Alabama. It tore up North Georgia, up in the Ringo area and all that. A lot of people lost their life, man. A lot of people lost their life. But like I was saying, in order for a perfect storm to happen, certain things got to be right. Barometric pressure, temperature, cold front meeting the warm front, everything happened at the right time, right? And then before that storm hit, everything is quiet, peaceful, and calm. Then all of a sudden, all hell break loose. That's what's about to happen to Alabama this year. Perfect storm is coming. It's been brewing for a minute. We as Alabama fan, we hyped about everything. We hype ourselves for. We drink the Kool-Aid every year. Go ahead, Joe.
We got a 5-star punter.
Bro, we got a 5-star punter, baby.
Hey, that's the next J.K. Scott, man.
Right. We thumping our chest about this punter. We happy about this punter. But like I said, man, it's been brewing for a minute. And if y'all noticed, last year we talked about this, several people talked about this. Nick Saban wasn't like the normal Nick Saban, right? Nick Saban, after every game, whether we win or lose, he kind of gave the same speech. He talked up the guys. He praised the guys, right? And he'll say something like, we still have things we need to work on, like penalties or this. We still got things. And this going on into Auburn game. We still saying the same thing. We're still saying the same thing over and over. He was like a program, it's like somebody programmed, put a battery in his back or something, and he kept saying the same thing. He wasn't getting upset. He wasn't overly upset. You didn't see any kind of indication that, like him being mad. We all, the Alabama fan, wondering like, what the hell going on with Nick? Because this man, generally, we want him to get in some booty. We want him to really rip into some players, some coaches. He ain't doing it. Same. He just all the way across the board. He cool, calm, and collected. And I think the year before 2021, he know what he had. He know what he had, right? And he know coming into 2022, it was going to be the same or worse. So instead of downplaying or, because if you go back to when we was winning like crazy and we had the best defense and all that kind of stuff, and we could beat somebody about 40, 50 dang on points. In the press conference, Nick pissed off because somebody got a field goal or something at the last minute and we beat them 60-3.
Yeah.
But he pissed off about that field goal. We ain't finishing. Yeah, it's consistency. All that type of stuff. He didn't do this past season. And he just been sitting back watching and waiting and plotting. And, we've got new coordinators, new analysts, and all this different stuff, right? And, everybody laughing at us. Just like when the storm comes, you got the weatherman telling you, hey, man, Storm is coming. Guys may want to start getting prepared. You got those who get prepared, and you got the naysayers. You got the one like, man, they say this every time. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Hurricane Katrina, for instance, ain't nothing gonna happen, man. And people stayed there, and millions of people got trapped. Right? So I feel the storm. I feel it's something different in the air about this particular season. You look at Nick Saban's press conference on the SEC media days, and me and Nick Jr. was talking the other day. He didn't say a lot physically, but he said a lot. He said a hell of a lot. And his demeanor was, okay. He basically said, we coming without saying we coming. Mm-hmm. He did everything that Deion Sanders did without doing what Deion Sanders did. You know, he did it the Nick Saban way. And I'm telling you guys, this is the calm before the storm. We're in the quiet moment. We're in the quiet period. You know, you go outside in the morning and the sun is bright and sunny and the birds are chirping and everything. But by 5 o'clock p.m., it's a whole different, it's then pitch black outside, trees touching the ground, cars flying by, kids flying by, dogs flying by. You holding on for dear life. That's what's happening. I'm telling you, people, it's happening. It's happening. You know, all the naysayers can say what they want to. I see people in the chat. I ain't gonna acknowledge you. That's fine. But when your ass gets whooshed away, it's happening. Come September the 2nd, 2023. All hell from the break loose, man. I'm telling y'all, it's about to happen. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm like Lieutenant Dan on that damn boat when it was rocking and the damn lightning and the rain.
Oh, damn.
I'm here for it. I'm going to enjoy it because I'm prepared. I'm stocked up. I got my batteries. I got my transistor radio. I can listen to I got it all. I got my snacks. I got my peanut butter, my popcorn. I'm ready for it. What do you think, Nick?
Hey, like I said, his press conference yesterday, to most, they probably didn't want to hear, like, it was probably bland to some people, but you got to read in between the line with stuff he's saying. To me, I'm hearing players are locked in the classroom, which eventually this is translating to you being locked in on the field for the season. These kids, as we've been saying, these kids putting in a lot of work quietly. I think all of them, to me yesterday, J.C. Latham had the most to say. But hearing all these players when they're talking, they locked in right now. Hearing about the Coach Saban saying we got to develop all these young guys because we have early people that leave early, so that makes our team young. So you got to develop these ready. I think this more of a factor this year. This is my honest opinion. I think it's more of a factor this year. Saban brought in these coaches for a reason. Listen, Pete Golden, Bill O'Brien, that wasn't the Bama standard. So you bring in somebody that's familiar with Coach Saban, knows what Coach Saban wants. You bring in Tom Marie, somebody that's not afraid to speak his mind, get on and make the corrections he needs. He bringing in Tyler Buckner to bring extra quarterback competition and to actually compete. So we sort of our quarterbacks. And guess what? Like he said, you got to let them cook, baby. You got to let them cook because in the end, it's going to come out to be some good. So all these teams talking, everybody talking all hype, but Coach Saban sitting back looking. He noticing what's going on around the league. He's seeing everybody doubt him. He even getting doubted about his legacy, about somebody that ain't even got a legacy. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly, man.
Ain't even got a legacy. Exactly. You were just on that man goddamn years ago. You was on the man nuts a couple years ago.
Man. Oh my goodness.
Like I said, I think these boys are gonna be locked in. Zero tolerance. I feel it should be zero tolerance with anybody. Hey, You make a mistake, yeah, you get a second chance for make a mistake, but you keep making the same mistake, you gotta go. If you for the program, if you want a bad season to the program, you gotta go. Because this year you gotta be locked in 100%, man. You gotta be locked in 100%. And Saban said a lot without saying a lot, man.
A whole lot. KB, what you think, sir?
Hey, I agree, man. I think everybody is locked in. I think he brought in Tommy Reese and Kevin Steele for a reason. Pete Golding, he was the friendly coach. All right. So Kevin Steele, Tommy Reese, they ain't going to be that. They're going to hold their players accountable. All right. And far as the cooking part, you just wait till the season. Wait till the season. About that third game, fourth game, we looking at our television, and we're going to be like, oh, it's cooking now. Oh, it's cooking now. Watch what I tell you. It's going to be like it's cooking now, baby. Watch what I tell you now. And as far as everybody talking about quarterback and all that shit, guess what? We're not the only ones with quarterback issues. Only reason ours is on a microscope is because it's Nick Saban in Alabama.
Right.
We ain't the only one to replace the offensive and defensive coordinator. Hell, I didn't even know Arkansas replaced theirs until yesterday because it don't get talked about. I didn't know Auburn replaced both of theirs. They got a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, and new defensive coordinator. But nobody mentioned that. Only because it's Alabama. And just like you said, Nick Saban, he just holding his peace right now, listening to what everybody's saying, using that as motivation.
Right.
And you know them players, they using it as motivation too. They putting in the extra work, all of them. So, hey, I have full confidence in my Alabama Crimson Tide. The full confidence. And like you said, Nick Saban, it's stupid to question his legacy or whatever against somebody who don't even got a legacy yet. That's just stupid. And like I said in my video, going back to J.C. Latham, right? Well, he was talking about the standard. Alabama is the standard in college football. And will be for a long time. That's why people or other programs try to model their team, they program after Alabama. It's because we're the standard.
And that's why we've been talked about. That's why quarterback situation, that's why it's a big issue. Everybody want to know, is your offensive line going to be better? What, Kevin, you want to talk about Kevin Steele? Man, look, like I said earlier, I had an Auburn guy on earlier today. Like I said, man, look, we make fun jokes about each other, but sometimes you got to take that fanboy shit out of it and be real and look at it from a football standpoint. Look at it from a schematic standpoint. Y'all know goddamn well, y'all control everybody in the country controls, say whatever they want to say. Listen, Kevin Steele is a better defensive coordinator than a lot of these guys that's out there now. Everybody want to say Miami. Why y'all going back to a goddamn dumpster fire program, a horrible program right now? Why y'all looking at that? Why y'all looking at it horrible? Look at it, what he can do schematically from a football standpoint. With the dogs, with the horses that he got. Listen, he got a good defense at Auburn, and he had nowhere near the dogs that Auburn got. That Alabama got. Imagine what he can do with the scheme he got with the dogs that Alabama got. But hey, ain't nobody talk about it. Ain't nobody talk. We ain't doing no talking. It is what it is. Like I said, with my Alabama Crimson Tide this year, I'm that fan that. Yes, in the end, I'm like, we 15-0, but for me, it's stop talking about it, just be about it. And I hope that Alabama football team taking the same consideration. Don't talk about it, let's just be about it. Let's just go out on the field and work, man.
But the good part about it, these guys that just came in is locked in too. That's what I like.
Right. You see, I don't think there's gonna be no tweeting, no anxiety. That stuff is, that's going out the window. That's out the window. Yeah, we had
anxiety comes from that lack of preparation. Shit, Pete Gardner, he ain't had them boy prepared, ready for war last year, man. And that shit came from lack of preparation.
I really don't know if the boy looked at film, man. I don't see how that Pete Golden studied film on his upcoming opponents. It don't make sense to me. It doesn't. But all that's changing, man. I'm telling you. I was looking at Saban talking to Josh Pate, had a one-on-one with Saban after the media day, and he was asking him about the OC and the DC, and he's like, you had to replace OC, DC. What's your, for lack of a better term, what's your process in selecting, OCs and DCs? And basically what Nick Saban Jr. just said, first thing is train up the talent, train up the people that you have to train those guys up, right? And he was like, other things is you got to have somebody who wanted to come in and buy into your program. We always talk about the kids buying into the program. You got to have a coordinator, a coach to come in and buy into the program, who believe in what this program is about, right? What the scheme is about. You got to have a coach that's willing to take that on, as well as have a relationship with the kids, and that's his process. And that was his process on this time around. I could tell you, he's not disappointed with his hires. I could tell you that these weren't rush hires. We got a last minute. We got to find somebody to come in and like you say, KB, and like Nick say all the time. Us fans, we want this person, we want that person, we want the high name person, the person everybody talking about, but they may not be a fit here. Everybody don't fit everywhere. You got a million puzzles, separate puzzles. You can't take a piece from one puzzle and put it in another puzzle that don't fit. So you got to find the pieces that fit. And I think that he found the right two pieces in the OC and the DC, and in the other hires that they have. And like I said, I was looking in his eyes, and I was like, man, it's a difference to a step now. He ain't coming off, and he wasn't, acting crazy. But I see I could see like through his eyes, and I could see his mind turning. And he was like, y'all just don't know what y'all just don't know what's about to happen. Y'all don't know what's about to happen. And that's where we're headed, man. Listen, y'all can believe it if you want to. If you don't, hey, I'm not here to make you believe. You can laugh now. What's that old saying?
Speaking of
laugh now, cry later. Go ahead, KB.
Speaking of the coordinators, I had somebody in the comment section to say Tommy Rees wasn't Nick Saban's first choice, right? So I put it like this: if you own a company and you're looking to hire somebody, you're gonna go through a process, right?
Right.
You're gonna take the resumes, look at the resumes, and put these aside and say, hey, I want to interview these people, and this is the one I want to interview first. So you interview that guy, all right? You think he's the guy for the job, just going off paper, but then you interview him and you see he ain't.
Right.
So that's what he did. He interviewed people, and he decided that Tommy Rees was best qualified for the job, right? So like I asked you gonna hire, if you the manager or own a company, you're gonna hire the first guy you interview? That's your first choice. So I mean, they say anything, but you know what? They say anything to bring negative, to put negative on Alabama.
Right.
And I just can't understand it.
His thing, KB, the first hire, well, not the first hire, but the first interview, the guy with Washington. He wanted
Nick Saban to hire him right then.
Nick Saban like, no.
Exactly.
We ain't giving you an offer right now. I have a process I'm going through.
Exactly.
He was just the first interview.
Exactly.
He was the first choice.
Exactly.
You go through candidates.
Yes.
And you pick from the best. Like I said, KB, like you just said, man, people just talk. They just want to have something negative to say, but that's all good. Let them say it. I'm telling you,
like you always say, hey, the best always got the most haters.
the best always have. You know, and like I said, man, when this storm over, I'm gonna be hanging on to that bow like I doggone Lieutenant Dan. I'm gonna be screaming to the top of my lungs, brother. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna go back and forth with y'all. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's in the air.
Shit,
I can feel it coming in the air.
Yeah, I might go somewhere dressed in all Crimson Tide gear. Hey, with my big hat.
With your big noggin here. Right. You know.
Go somewhere dressed in all Alabama gear. Me and Sonny.
KB, tell me what you telling me about.
Huh? What's that?
So tell me about what you were telling me behind the scene before we got on about your boy Paul Feinbaum today.
Oh yeah, Michael Bratton.
Yeah.
Michael Bratton said to Paul, he left Paul Feinbaum speechless, which I ain't never seen. But he said, Alabama is he just said it before. I heard him say it before too. Alabama is a decaying dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Saban has the worst staff that he ever had at Alabama. All right. If Tyler Buckner is the starter, Alabama going 9-3 and maybe 8-4. And he picked LSU to win the national championship. That's what he said.
Okay. Somebody needs some views. All I'm saying is somebody needs some views on the station, the TV, the channel, whatever. That's all I'm saying.
All before one game is even played.
All before
this man said Nick Saban has the worst.
He also said ever. No, hold on. He also said, being that he said he got no faith in Jimbo Fisher, but since Jimbo Fisher hired an offensive coordinator in Petrino, Texas A&M will be better than Alabama. That's what he said. He's picking Texas A&M to be 10-2 or 11-1.
Junior, you want to expound on? You want to say something about that?
Hey, that may be so. I don't know. I can't predict the future. We'll see. Like I said, I'm tired of talking, man. I'm tired of talking like I said, it's one of them things that if you don't like Bama, you just say that serious instead of coming up with all these.
Yeah.
Right? Like, everything is, hell, we might go 2-2. Don't know. But when you as a fan base really just truly count a program out like Alabama, you laughed at what we was at recruiting for the years. Now we just snuck back on everybody now. DeMarcus Rick, all these people ain't gonna work. They play. These kids are decommitting. These kids are thinking about flipping. And this for all programs. All these young Alabama out, but that's when Alabama thrive the best, when all the doubt is against them. When they back against the wall and everybody's against them, that's when Coach Saban do his best work.
Right. And when
they doubted Alabama after the 2019 season, we didn't make the playoffs. Right. They doubted Alabama, and Najee Harris and Henry Ruggs and Jalen Water, all of them was leaving.
Yeah.
They were doubting us then.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did. I think I was over then too.
Yeah, way back in 2000. It was over when Clemson won their first one and the second one.
Right.
They thought
Ohio State
was the new Alabama.
Okay.
Here's the thing: out of all those people outside of Georgia who are back-to-back champions, we know that. But out of all those people who beat them, because everybody, LSU gonna beat y'all, Tennessee y'all got to worry about Tennessee. All these people who beat us, right? Tennessee, LSU, even A&M when they beat us a year ago or two ago or whatever. What have they accomplished? What have they accomplished?
Nothing. Well, like you say, LSU won 2019. But other than that, nothing. Tennessee ain't accomplished nothing.
Tennessee,
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, Texas A&M, they haven't accomplished anything. You beat Alabama, and it's like, oh my God, we done won. No, you still have football to play. You know, it's not the end all be all unless you beat Alabama in the championship game. Then that means something.
You beat Alabama, then go get smoked against the fighting chicken.
Yeah.
I'm saying. You beat Alabama, then go against the fighting chicken.
Just like LSU beat Alabama and then go lose to Texas A&M.
Yep.
Same shit.
Yep.
So,
all for nothing.
And Texas A&M were 5-7.
Awful.
So
awful. Really thought Jimbo should have been fired after that season, but hey, what am I to say?
Right. So, you know, it's like I said, man, the storm's coming. It's all good.
Look,
y'all laugh.
All these teams with a quarterback, but you lose two times to Utah and the Tulane. But you got a quarterback, though.
You got a great quarterback.
You got a quarterback, though.
Yeah.
Heisman Trophy winning quarterback.
Heisman Trophy quarterback. Yep.
Lose to Utah. 2 times. In the same season.
Yeah, they say it's hard to beat teams twice, but Utah said, hold my beer.
Yeah.
I said, why didn't Utah? You lost 2 lines, but you got a quarterback, though. You got a quarterback.
Right. You know what? We got 5. Don't let people fool you. We have 5 quarterbacks.
Yeah, we got 5.
And go ahead.
Another thing that Nick Saban was talking about. Everybody worrying about the starter. What about the backup?
What about the backup?
Everybody worrying about the starter. What if the dang on starter go down? You got somebody ready to come in? You see? It ain't just all about the starter. You see when Tua went down, Jalen Hurts was ready to come in, dropping dimes.
Right.
And even for the Georgia people,
Jalen
JT went down.
Was ready. Go ahead.
And even for the JT went down, they had somebody back up to come in. So what about the backup? What about the backup?
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, we have 5, right? And I know 2 are true freshmen. Milroe been with the team 3 years. Simpson 2 years, and Buckner just coming in, but he did play with Notre Dame, so he does have the experience. And like I said before about Buckner, I would rather see one of the other guys because of the simple fact that they committed. But if Buckner is the best guy, put him on the field. Don't listen to me. I mean, don't listen to me. Put that man on the field.
Let's look at this. They talk about Buckner, Notre Dame, what he did at Notre Dame. Are we talking about Hendon Hooker, what he did at Virginia Tech? Are we talking about that?
Right.
He wouldn't have Hendon Hooker at Tennessee at Virginia Tech. Different dude.
What about the other one? What about the other one that played at LSU?
Oh, Jaden Daniels.
No, the other one that played.
Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. Yeah, at Florida State.
I'm just saying. Sometimes a change of environment is all you need, bro.
That's it.
And Jaden Daniels, though. Speaking of him,
Jaden Daniels,
he was all right at Arizona State, but he came to LSU.
Hey, we ain't talk about Joe Milton when he was at Michigan, but he damn sure a Heisman hopeful. He has the best arm in college football. All these people been saying, but we ain't talk about when he was at Michigan.
Right.
You're right, man.
I'm just saying.
It's only because it's Alabama, man. That's all. Right. Tyler Buckner could have went anywhere. Shit, Tyler Buckner would have been in Athens right now. They'd have been praising the guy. I'm dead. But since he came to Alabama, it's all negative. But if he'd have went to Athens, you know, they've been praising. But since he didn't go, they'll say, we don't need him. We don't want him. That's how they do.
Remember me the other night when I on your show when I was asking, so y'all telling me if Tommy Reese would have coached these last two teams, y'all don't think Tommy Reese would have won the national championship? Nobody could answer that shit because Tommy Reese would have won the national championship with them two Georgia teams. He would have won the national championship with them two Georgia teams.
This guy say Carson Beck threw 400 yards. I guess 4,400 yards. That's a lot of experience. When?
Not in college, he ain't.
I know damn well he ain't in college. Maybe he was responding to somebody else in the comments because I think he's an Alabama fan.
Yeah, he is.
I know Carson Beck ain't threw a damn thing. 4,400 yards.
Hell, all them kids in high school threw 3,000, 4,000 yards. All these 4 and 5 stars, they up in that range. But when you stepping onto a college field, that's a whole. You got 0 yards when you step into college.
Yep,
that's a whole different ball game.
Damn sure is.
Butler dealt with injuries, bro. But Joe Burrow,
he lost his starting job to injuries, just like JT Daniels did.
When you talk about
just like JT Daniels. So I mean, come on, man. This man started the whole first season, his freshman season, and won 10 games. So, hey.
I don't know. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Nick, you got anything you want to throw in there, sir?
Man, no, man. I got my mind messed up right now. I got my mind messed up right now. Hey, it's funny because I'm slick bad over here for real about the hate. I'm slick bad.
You know what, man?
I wasn't even mad at first, but like I'm slick bad, man.
You know
like
what,
I
man?
say, I'm the type of dude. Hey, if you don't like me, say you don't like me. Don't know other crazy stuff where he be doing this. Man, come on, bro. That ain't just say you don't like me, bro. I can take that better. You don't like me, you don't like me, bro.
It's like they find all the negative to say about your program when they program doing the same shit.
Same thing, bro.
The pot calling the kettle black, man. I mean,
that's it, man.
Clemson replacing a coordinator, but got that Clemson get praised that they could possibly be back in the playoffs. And after two unlikely, like 2 seasons, that's come on, bro, in the ACC, not SEC, but goddamn Clemson got a Garrett Riley now, and Cade Cunningham gonna be the next best thing smoking and make it into the playoffs.
Check this out. Speaking of these quarterbacks, what was DJ Uiagalelei when he was getting drafted? I mean, when he was getting recruited,
he was above right. He was above Bryce Young.
That dude was bad. Okay, Clemson got him, and when what was his name? Trevor Lawrence went down. DJ Uiagalelei come in. That dude looked like a daggone stud. Uiagalelei, whatever his name. But he looked like a stud when Trevor Lawrence went down. All right. He started 2 or 3 games, looked good. He would come in garbage time looking good. But once he got that starting position, what happened? Looked like hot garbage.
Right.
Yep. Looked like hot garbage. Because guess what? That constant fire was coming at him.
Yep.
All game long, game after game. And he couldn't withstand it. That's why I say anybody can look good in mop-up duty. Right. Anybody can look good if they ain't got nothing but a game or 2 to play. Yeah. But what about game after game?
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to get through to these guys.
People forget he was ranked higher than Bryce coming out of college. I mean, out of high school.
Beat Bryce and him and Bryce. They split games. Then I think
he beat him in the championship.
Championship, yep.
Yeah. You know, but you get to college, it's a whole different ball game, like you said. And he in the ACC. Bryce in the SEC.
Yeah.
You know, Cliff will have 2 bad seasons, right? And now they're coming back. People said we had 2 bad seasons as well, but hell, we went to the national championship the season before last.
Yeah.
And we won
the conference.
We won the conference, went to the national championship and lost. We didn't make it last year. But we can't come back. We can't have a.
But it's
we had a down year.
They ain't comparing Alabama to nobody else. Just previous Alabama teams.
Alabama.
We don't get compared to the rest of the college football world. Only to ourselves. So.
No.
I'm
enjoying this.
That's what being the standard do to you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Being the standard do to you.
I'm enjoying all this. I'm enjoying all this talk on the side and you know, Fine Bum and everybody else who got something to say. I'm bring it. I'm soaking it in because when the season's said and done, like I said, I can't predict the future. I don't know, but my soul and my gut is telling me that it's gonna be, we're gonna be on the winning end. And I just want to know what everybody's gonna say then. You can't call us a fluke because we do it too regular, you know. So what are you gonna say then? I just want to know what all these people who gonna be, all these people who got stuff to say.
And you know it's gonna be something. Go ahead.
No, I just seen something on my phone, man. Don't even worry. But somebody said I must not have watched the entire 4th quarter of the national championship game because Carson Beck played the whole thing. What was the score? The whole 4th quarter was mop-up duty.
Hey, listen. I told y'all before because I watch football for what it is. No, I did not think TCU. I can tell you from the first play that Georgia ran on defense that TCU was not going to survive. That one play Georgia did ran on TCU wasn't going to survive. So,
and they
he played the whole it's up. Hell, he could have played the whole second half because before halftime, that was my up duty. He could have played the whole second half.
I'm coming up in a game up 40-0 or 40-7.
Hell, I could have played
basically the defense gave up anyway.
Right,
man.
I'm just waiting on everybody to come after the season said and done. I'm waiting on everybody to come on back, and I want to hear what you got to say. All of them. I want to hear what you got to say. Don't run, don't go nowhere. Come on back, man. Tune in. Same bat time, same bat station. I want you to come on back and talk to us because I just don't think I'm gonna see half of y'all. I don't think I'm gonna see half of y'all.
If you notice during that damn Ohio State game, they were starting to disappear then. Tony B was one of them. He was live with me during the first half, but all of a sudden he had to go. He had to go.
You had to go, Judge Mathis. You ain't had code in the morning. So where you went, bro?
he had to go to work Saturday night.
Hey, Tony B.
But guess what? When it was over, he was in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Tony B was there the whole time. I can't remember though. I thought he was there the whole.
He was there the whole second, the whole first half. Go back and look at it. It's still posted.
Oh boy,
he was somewhere holding them butt cheeks.
Hey, but the whole time what you were saying, KB, calm down. Yeah, calm down.
I was the one telling them, man, to calm down. It ain't over, man. I was telling them this in the first half. It's a shame, man. They hadn't gave up on their poor little old bulldog, man, but they pulled it out, man.
Man, we had a good season.
Yeah, that was in the comment. We had a good season.
I said, wow, bro. Wow.
They give up easy.
That
They give up easy. You know what? They ain't used to that. They ain't used to that.
Right. You know. So yeah, man, that's all I'm hoping for. You know, like I say, hey, all you other fans from other places, laugh and you know, I understand, man. Laugh it up and have a good time. All I'm asking is just come back. Come back. You know, don't run off. Come back, talk to me. You know.
They're gonna be just like that guy talking from Michigan that was talking shit to me. And I told him Georgia gonna beat the brakes out of him. And when they did it, I ain't seen him since.
I remember that Ohio State guy 2 years back when we won. It was Ohio State guy in the chats on every channel. we gonna take it. We gonna do it. Man, I ain't seen that man. That man been gone. Disappeared all the place of earth.
I'm gonna tell y'all what the coming up season remind me of. Y'all remember when that Vanderbilt player was talking all that junk?
Oh, yeah.
Sounded like
Bama
next.
This is what the season is like. Alabama ain't saying nothing all week, but got that Bo Scarborough, Damian Harris, all them boys running down the board through the whole game, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel it's gonna be.
Buddy was in them pads talking to the camera. And we show you what real SEC football like. Yeah. You next Alabama looking like Little Richard.
You sounded zesty zesty.
Oh shit!
I'm like Little Richard is a football pad.
I was like Little Richard.
Oh, man, they went to Vanderbilt and everybody scored on them. I mean, Tua and what kind of do a touchdown to everybody. I mean,
Tua was a backup there.
He was a backup. He came in. He's spinning around doing touchdown. No, I'm talking about everybody got a touchdown.
I believe it was a dunk too that he threw. I believe it was a dunk. It was wobbly or something. Still, man.
Yeah, it was wobbly as hell. He threw. Who was that? Who caught it in the end zone? Jared Judy.
Who called it?
I think it was Jared Judy. Yeah, I think it was Jared Judy. Man, he spent around and man, yeah.
I remember Jalen Hurts like, did y'all just see what he's looking like? God, that was crazy. Y'all come to Vanderbilt and we show y'all what some real SEC football is, honey. Alabama, come on. You next, Alabama. Shut up.
Oh boy. Hey, boy.
I said that dude a little light on his feet, bro.
Damn.
He light in the feet area.
You stupid man.
Like I said, that's what this season feel like to me though. It feels just like that.
It does.
Man.
It does. It's slow. Hey, like I said, man, the storm comes and it's all beautiful and quiet and serene, and then bro, the bottom fall out, and the bottom about to fall out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So listen, y'all, we're gonna cut this out because after we cut off here, my man KB got a show coming up at 9:15 Eastern time, 8:15 Central time. So it's been a good show, y'all. Appreciate everybody in the chats, even y'all ones over there talking crazy.
They're always talking crazy.
But
hey, one more thing.
Hey,
go ahead, Nick.
FSU ain't did shit in years, and they got that feel like Florida State is about to come be in the playoffs. But they feel like Florida State is about to be a. But Alabama, a proven team for years and years, we dead. It's over with.
With a proven coach.
Proven coach.
With a proven coach.
Right.
With a legacy.
Right.
Cemented.
You can't take it away from him.
On and off the field. On and off the field.
It's cemented. It's done, man. This man have 7 national championships, 6 at Alabama. Like I said, that's most of all your football program put together.
Hey, and he done won about 12 to 13 conference championships. Don't forget them.
Listen.
Exactly.
Jimbo Fisher, that's 1. Dabo Swinney, 2. Kirby, 2. Matt Brown, that's 1. There's 6 current coaches right now with 6 national championships.
Yep. He have 7.
He had at 1 school.
At 6 at 1 school.
7 total.
And on top of that, half of these damn head coaches in college football came up under him.
Came from up under him.
Listen, college football coaches is Nick Saban's sons. Nick Saban's
Exactly.
sons. I don't care what nobody.
Exactly.
I'm telling nobody getting the feeling. Coaching tree. Listen, that is a big extension of goddamn on Nick Saban. Mel Tucker, Dan.
Hey, I'm gonna say it. I know they're gonna get mad, but I don't care. That damn Kirby Smart used to be an upstanding citizen. Now he done went over to Georgia, UGA, Athens, and sold his soul, all for the name of winning. He had standards when he was at Alabama. He done threw all standards out the window. Kirby loved his players. You know how I know? Because he would do anything and everything to keep their ass on the field, no matter what they do. He loved them. I got to give him that. But the thing about it, you got to chastise your children, Kirby Smart. You got to spare the rod. Can't hold a rod, Kirby Smart. All right? Because one day it's going to bite you in the ass. But you done sold your soul. That's all I know. Nick Saban taught you better than that. That's it.
Son.
hey, little buddy.
Yeah.
Little buddy.
We're gonna go ahead and tune this thing on off and flip on over to KB's and watch some more good Alabama content.
Tony B still online, man.
You next. Roll Tide, y'all. Roll Tide, y'all.
Please come over to Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV.
Saban Junior channel, y'all. Come to the channel.
Hey, and Georgia fans, I've been talking to a former Georgia player. I'm working on getting him on very soon. Y'all come check me out. I got my boys Sutton and Josh back, the sports media majors at Alabama. They here to talk good football. We back to talk good football. So, man, y'all come check it out.
All right. Listen, everybody have a good night. I'll see y'all in KB's channel. Roll Tide.
All right. Roll Tide, brother.